Welcome back to the bleak midwinter of Depraved. This will be episode number 5, and once again the alpha has updated with a lot of quality of life stuff. That's been very useful. Like, you can now rotate buildings with R instead of this awkward system that you use with a mouse. And clouds can now be disabled in the options. So I'm going to bloody well change that literally now. Gameplay, disable clouds. That's happening. Right. Yes! Finally, we can actually zoom out and actually see stuff. Brilliant. That's brilliant. You can also edge scroll, but that's actually starts as disabled and I don't really want it on. And you can also build on trees, finally. I was having a lot of faff. I'm not actually in this save, but a different save I've been playing around on, where I just wanted to build on trees and I had to clear cut everything before I could do that. And it was a pain in the dick. Or maybe it was this save. Can't remember. Yeah, I've been playing it a lot as well off camera just because I want to actually get up to speed a bit more, because there are certain things I wasn't 100% sure on. And I have now made damn sure that I know exactly how to make sure that we have a decent wodge of cash. And I didn't realise completely that basically building a house forced 2 new people to turn up if it's actually a proper shack, or forces 1 person to turn up if it's a tent. And I think they always end up as labourers. Otherwise, building like a tailor's will actually spawn an actual tailor, a skilled tailor. So if we're going to make some money, we're on minus 50 quid. We could really replace some of these shacks with, or some of these tents with shacks, or just simply build more shacks. Because every time we build a shack, that's going to house 2 people, and they're going to pay between them about 24 quid in rent. So in actual fact, just 2 or 3 more will actually cover our costs. Otherwise, we could just sell stuff again, but that can get a bit fiddly. It's also the middle of winter, and there have been actual attacks here and there. I'm not quite sure if that was on camera or not. But where's the doctors around here? There it is. Make damn sure that everyone who's injured is going to the doctors. I think you got... For some reason, they all made camp here. Some of the people have been making camp out here, right near the wolves. Although I think that most of the wolves have now been punched to death. Oh, look, there's them. There's 2 right there. Right, so hopefully you're going to go to the doctors. We actually do need more... oh, he's cold. Oh, flu. Why was that? Oh, yeah, we need firewood. That's another thing that I've been neglecting for a long time. Remember ages ago in the series I said, why the hell do we need a woodcutter? Well, we need a woodcutter. We need firewood. And I'm going to place this... Well, there's a building there, so let's place it there. And probably prioritise that quite a lot. I'm sure I actually was building one of these, but I think that might have been in a different save. Oh, we actually are building shacks, which I've completely forgotten about. And all of them in various states of building. So let's try and get the most complete ones on the go. Oh, that one's really... yeah, I have to prioritise absolutely everything that I'm doing. As usual, that means nothing gets prioritised. Meanwhile, Limpy McLimperson over there is slowly making his way to the doctors. I hope you are... Actually, the Undertaker and all. He's not happy. Well, he's actually quite happy. But he's actually... oh, dear. We've got a dead one. We've got a Billy Dearden. Oh, he's died in the doctors! I wonder if that was that guy who was actually trying to get there and then didn't quite make it. Oh, dear. Who are you, anyway? That's just some bloke. Hope he's not the doctor. Otherwise, things could get tricky very quickly. So we've got 37 mates now. We want to get to 40, because as soon as we get to 40, we unlock new things. We've got a simple house. Oh, that's a... ooh! Yeah, we'll actually be able to build the next house up. As well, basically, getting 40 people unlocks the ability to attract settlers, because that's what simple houses do. And then settlers have more requirements, like they need booze from a tavern. Thankfully, getting 40 pioneers does actually unlock that. So there's going to be very, very soon, there's going to be a big flurry of building that we need to do. So it would be actually quite useful to take care of all this. Look, you're getting cold and all. Yeah, so a lot of people are looking like they're cold, and I think that is a firewood issue. I'm just having a click around. Actually, not on things that are complete, preferably. Look, they haven't got firewood. They haven't got firewood. Nobody's got any firewood. So that's one thing that we do need. Otherwise, we're not going to last the winter. Although it looks like we've got 2/3 of the way through winter. So that's something at least. And we've got some homeless. We've got a cold homeless person there, which ain't great. So it's a bit more of a close-up. Things are going decently, I think, but I just worry that this winter is actually going to kill more people than I realise. We've got no wood coming in at the moment. Wood is getting a bit of a bottleneck. I've got 2,600... Oh, look! We now have only -6. That's convenient. That may possibly have been because a shack has been built. But I don't know. That has been built. This is a shack that was being built and now it has been. And this one is on its way to being built. So it looks like people have moved in... Oh. People have moved in there and paid their rent, and we are starting to head towards Profit City. Have we got... I think we've got 2 gunslingers in this save, haven't we? Well, even the gunslinger's getting cold. Right, let's attack him. Actually, doing something would be useful right now. But we know sometimes it can be a little pissy. There should be another gunslinger around, but he seems to have buggered off. No, it's just not moving. And he's also got no home. Oh dear. Oh! He's got his horse. Quick, shoot him! Oh, we got him! Ooh, drama. But he got away. Just. Off he goes to... There's actually a bandit camp, and I think I said in a previous episode there isn't actually a physical manifestation of it, but there is. There should be one tent around somewhere, but I never did find out where that was. And my other save, I got one bandit camp of one tent, but then later on, I think as winter came to an end, we got a bandit camp of 3 people moving in, and that's where I pretty much left it, so I didn't get too far ahead of this game. I'm completely lost. Hang on. There we go. So the gunslinger, well, we all need... I mean, it's just a housing situation that we do need. Thankfully, a couple of people have died, making them... Actually, I'm not thankful for that at all. But at least the housing shortage isn't too bad. And also, this has just been complete, and looks like nobody's here to move in. We could do with them some more... We've only got 1 homeless pioneer now. And it is actually, weirdly enough, the gunslinger who has no house. Poor sod. He looks really miserable. His head's down. He's walking like... Oh. I don't know. He's got his arms. He's just weird. He looks weird. I don't know. Look, he's crossing the tracks in dejection. Where's he actually going? Have you got a work area? Because you should not be over there. You're literally walking off into the bloody woods or something. Yeah, it's literally him. I mean, it's telling me he's got no home. He is just walking off for no obvious reason. Ah, maybe he's probably just having a bit of a miz. Although, having said that, why is he homeless if there's a great big bloody house right there, just begging to be filled with hot sheriff action? Hello, train. Oh, apparently this is also this was a bug that's been fixed because it was a bit jittery as it moved across the landscape. Now it seems to have smoothed down quite nicely. Still running people over though, although it's a bit of a ghost train, I think. Oh, this is almost done. In fact, it's getting to the stage where I've got all these houses and nobody to actually fill them. Oh well, we'll always have people. It's just that I don't really want to be building shacks when I can be building houses, which will unlock soon. Maybe I should just get rid of some of the tents. I think the game reassigns houses. Better bloody do. It's just that we've got the whole sort of sheriff situation. He's gone... I mean, the sheriff does seem to have gone rogue. I don't know where he is now. Oh, he's there. Where are you going? I think he's abandoning this settlement. I think he's given up. And I do seem to remember that when people get really miserable, they do eventually sod off. And that's how you lose people. Yeah. Or they die, which is probably a bit more likely in my case. I've got a bit of a problem that once more that the lumberjacks area is getting a bit treeless. So I'm going to set that over there. We are not making much... Oh, we've got hardly any stone as well, all of a sudden. Have we been selling it? Stone is sold. Let's get rid of that. There's still a few clothes to sell. I think we might have actually sold... Oh no, we've got 60. No, I think it was just slightly bugged. And it's still telling me the sheriff is homeless. I think that's just... yeah, I think the game's gone a bit weird there. But there are a few bugs. I mean, if you can see, like, at the moment, this is randomly... Unless maybe I'm actually out of town. Oh, I think it is. Oh, actually, I take that back. It's not a bug. But... Oh, this bit isn't anyway. And because... Oh, yeah, the trading post thing. I've been looking into the trading post. And that's... And because you can go and... Hang on. I can go and choose... Click the town hall. Choose buy settler wagon for 500 quid. And then I can send it over somewhere else. And then I can send wagons between the two with goods. Ah! It looks like things may have actually just unlocked. It hasn't quite got up to 40, but I'm not quite sure how it's counting things at the moment. Things have gotten slightly odd. And we are able now to build a simple house, which is no more expensive, really. It's a bit more stone, but it's no more expensive than a simple house. How much are these done? Well, these don't have any wood assigned to them, so I'm actually going to, and this seems a bit weird, I'm actually going to destroy them. I have to unpause it, I think. There we go. And I think we get some of it back. I think. Or maybe we don't. I don't know. But it was mainly stone and metal parts which we got. Oh, probably have to actually buy some more of them. Let's buy a few metal parts. Not huge amounts. They seem to be quite cheap. Well, actually, it's the same price as before. We're actually now making 54 quid. Now we've actually got these houses up and running. And it looks like people actually have moved in. We've got 42 people. Obviously something's clicked around in the game that suddenly made people turn up. Right, so we are actually going to put some houses, some proper-ass houses. And these can have settlers for basically three settler tenants. So place 2 of those. And as soon as you get like 5 settlers, that unlocks even more. But the big problem is... Hello, train again. The big problem is these settlers do actually need more things. So let's have a look, see if we can set up a tavern now. We can set up a tavern and also a settler church, because at the moment we've only got like a pioneer church. Later on there's a stone church which is a merchant church, which is the third class of people. So let's build a boozer, which requires 15 planks and 2 bits of metal. I'm tempted to put the boozer right in the very middle. Oh, I'm going to press R. Ah! I don't have to bugger around with the mouse anymore. Because if you do it with the mouse, it's got this awkward, rotatey thing where it faces the mouse pointer, and it's chaos, frankly. Never did like that. But now, yes, you can actually, by the looks of it, you can actually rotate it in little steps as well. I think you can do that with the mouse, but you have to press, oh, there we go, you press Control in doing it. Anyway, who cares? You don't. So, let's see, where should we have the, we could have actually put the tavern kind of like, here-ish, couldn't we? Oh no, it's really too close to the mountains. For some reason the mountains don't let you build anywhere near them, really. By the looks of it, that gunslinger is actually now back, baby. Not quite sure what his problem was. I think it was just glitched. Working area of the stonemason guy is completely empty. I think I probably will put the saloon here, right next to the railway. You can put... You can place buildings on top of the railway? You can't have always been able to do that. And you can't, by the looks... Oh, that's actually out of the area. I was going to say, it looks like you couldn't build on top of trees like it promised you could. But that's literally now because, yeah, it was actually outside the area. But yeah, I could do it here, for instance. It's just that I don't really want them... I don't know how saloons work in the sense that I don't know if people actually need to go out of their way to walk to it. In which case, I don't really want to put it out on the outskirts of town. Or not, because I think some things, like the church, I don't think people actually walk into the church. I've never seen that. I haven't really been watching. So, I mean, you could theoretically put the church anywhere. I really want to put it here, but I've buggered up all my road placement. I could just bung it here. I have a feeling I was supposed to be saving this space for some kind of farm action. But I think I'll put it here. And this does seem to be a worthwhile place to put it. Rotate. There. I say I could put it on top of the tracks, but it'd just be annoying. Right, so we've got Thief 2, Electric Boogaloo. The Sheriff, I'm sure I had 2 gunslingers. But there seems to be literally no bugger about at the moment. I might actually be able to unlock a Sheriff now. Oh, and I actually need 5. Yeah, I need 5 settlers first. And also 700 quid. If you look at it, I'm starting to get to the stage where I won't be able to afford certain things quite soon. Yeah, so I might actually need to have a bit of a moment of consolidating and I'm getting more money by waiting, I guess. Those houses are already Oh, bloody hell, yeah, that's already on the move. Wooden planks required some more. Well, 10. Where is that woodcutter's over there? Right, anyway, let's sort out the stonemason. Okay, I'm going to pause it because I've forgotten where the bloody stonemason lives. Where the it's this. This has finally been depleted. Apart from that bit there. Oh. Apparently it's not quite depleted. I'm going to look at where is he? Where is this guy? Oh, sodding hell. Oh yeah, because that's the old message. That's fine. Oh, there's the gunslinger. He's finally ligging about the place. Someone's homeless. Who are you? You're the woodcutter. Why are you homeless? And also, what happened to Randy? God damn it. Apparently he's the one lad who's homeless at the moment. I think he must be new. Right. You keep on saying that, but I don't believe you, because there's a little bit of it. There's a little bit of rock left. I was kind of like wanting to move the rock and then I could plonk building down here, but to be honest, I like the fact that it's kind of like open. It's a nice open little area in my village of dreams. So let's reallocate the stonemason's flipping work area. This could be tricky actually, because there's not a huge amount of. That's 35. That's fairly terrid. Just wonder. Oh, there's a. Ooh, that's a big lot. It's just that it's flipping miles away. This is where maybe I'm thinking about having a second settlement might come in handy, but then they would probably end up. I don't know how building a second settlement. I mean, I don't know how that would work. Whether you need to actually build up an entire new town or not, just to keep people content, or whatever. I'm just thinking if you had a house, you wouldn't be able to do that. Oh, you have to have settler wagon. I just don't think. I don't know. I don't think we're quite ready to actually set up a brand new town yet, but we do need some more stone. There's 56 there. It's not too far away. It is quite far away. Well, let's just do that bit for now. I mean, we may as well get that last 35-ness. It's a shame I couldn't get rid of these final boulders, though, because they're just in the way. Also, what happened to the bloody... Oh, yeah, you are getting buried people, look. We've got a plot. One lad. We've also got that 56 with... I could build a second bridge, but I don't like the idea of that would sort of like give axe... Shut up! I've got 2 stonemasons. Oh, balls, I've got 2 stonemasons. That's why. That's why. Stonemason is over... Oh, shit. Just bugger that up a bit. So you can go over there. And the other stonemason, therefore... Why did I build 2 stonemasons so close to each other? That was a silly thing. Well, I may as well give you the... yeah, I'll give you that lot. Give you that as a place to be. That should keep us in stone for a while. And we are building new ones of these. How much rent do you get for these sods? We almost got all the wood for that. Houses. 12 quid. Oh, so it's 12 quid. Oh, it's... Shacks only give you 10 quid. I was saying earlier, working it out as 12 quid, but it's actually houses that give you 12 quid. And we do need more houses. The thing is, when these are built, these will only house settlers. They won't, I don't think they can house pioneers, although I might be wrong about that. So we do probably end up needing... It's going to be sunny. I wonder if it's springtime yet. Oh, I think it is! Lads, it's spring. It hasn't actually told me yet, but it will do, I think. I think we may need another shack, but I'm going to wait for these to turn up and then see what the game does about the homelessness situation. We shall see. Spring has sprung. If I ruled the world, every day would be the first day of spring. Cha-cha-cha. I can't help but notice, I mean, as I said in previous videos, I love the way how the roads make themselves. But interestingly also, it seems like places where maybe they really walk a lot do end up developing these kind of like planks of wood, which do suggest to me that it's over the top of some really uneven ground, and that they're walking on it too often or something. I don't know. Interesting. I don't think it actually has any... What are you doing? I think they're bored. I think they've got nought to do. Because they're builders. Let's have a look. Well, that house is almost complete. but both of these require a little bit of extra wood. I'm wondering whether we should actually install a new woodcutter over here. I mean, I could just reassign their area, but we seem to be perpetually short of wood. Oh god, there's a million things here to build. Yeah, I think a new woodcutters might well be a thing we need to do. But then we also need a sawmill, which is, of course, we've already got one, of course, really close to the existing. Oh, that's a stable. It's a hunter. I think, where is it? I'm actually physically looking at the things to actually find them now. Oh, got more bloody cash theft. Quite a lot of cash theft. Well, the sawmill's there. Bringing in wood from the lumberjack over there. So if I put another... Yeah, I think that'll be okay. If we put in another lumberjack kind of here-ish, I guess. I'm not going to extend Malaria Alley anymore. If I put a lumberjack there, admittedly destroying some trees, ironically, then that lad will be able to get all this tree action going on. Well, first I think we need to make sure that these are all done. That's actually been built even though there's no priority, because there's actually not that much going on otherwise. So the saloon has actually been going quite well. But let's have a look at these new buildings. A bandit has died. Oh, I completely forgot about that, and it looks like the gunslinger actually took care of it whilst I was not looking. Oh, cash! You have to click on this, I've found. That's the cash that I already had, or I did have before. I'm getting it back. But that's a very weird mechanism, because nothing like that else in the game makes you have to do manual interventions and stuff like that. It's most peculiar, but not complaining, because I've got the cash back. And we actually are making money now, because we are making a decent whack of cash all the time. Anyway, let's have a look at the new thing. We've got bakery, mill, and... Oh, a distillery! Ooh, booze. So, I think we actually have got a wheat situation, haven't we? We have got a wheat farm right there, which at the moment is going towards sheep, sorry. It's going to the sheep, being fed with that. So I reckon we also want to make it go to it turns wheat into flour, so we'll do that. Let's see, this is all clear cut now, so we'll be able to actually use this to our advantage. I think we have to give it a bit extra space. So we have a mill there. And then we have a bakery, flour and water. And there's a well just there, and the mill's just there, so really just bung this on. Where's the front? Not quite sure, actually. I'm still not actually using the R button. We'll put it there, I'm sure that's fine. And this is not priority, so I'm not going to force it. But we are actually running out of space now. We are really kind of running low. It doesn't help that there's a bastard river in the way. And also, I mean, this land over here is usable, as we've seen, but there does seem to be fewer evil creatures around at the moment. Didn't it, like in previous episode, I accused bison of not existing? Yeah. It's metal parts out of stock. Let's just buy some of them. That's selling. A few more metal parts. I might make a second bridge to make this sort of area over here feasible. As I said earlier, I wasn't really wanting to do that, but I'm starting to think it's the only way we're going to be able to expand the town. So are these warehouse trading posts? This is going to be a bit tricky because, well, no, at the moment it doesn't seem to be anywhere I can actually do this. It's a very, very narrow window of opportunity. I could do with it doing a bit more central. Well, that'd be a bit pointless, wouldn't it? These bloody shacks are in the way. I could build it there. Unfortunately, that would make someone a bit homeless, but I think it's going to have to be here, isn't it? There. Yeah, ideally it would have been in the middle, but never mind. And we'll be able to, I think houses is probably going to be the thing I can put there at some point. Oh, look! Our stone guy is sorting that out. Unfortunately, I put the cemetery in such a place that they can't walk down here. I made it really awkward to actually get into, haven't I? It's literally on the river. And there's some fish, which are possible to fish, but not yet. Weirdly, the game puts fishing right at the very end of the chain. We've got to get 30 settlers. Oh, look. I think that's the Undertaker. Oh, he's able to get to the cemetery. What are you doing? You're going to poke the existing... Oh, he's... Oh. There's a new one. Oh, there's the coffin. That's actually the coffin in there, not just the wooden... Oh, here we go. Go on, lad. Bung him in. Chuck him down bit. Tonk, 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 tonk. And there we go. Do you dig graves? Yeah, I kind of like them. Etc. Shout out to the young ones. Although, completely misquoted it, but never mind. Anyway, the sheriff is still... Well, it's not the sheriff, it's just a gunslinger flapping about the place. He's doing alright. We are busy making some more industry. That's all going well. Production... I could make a distillery. Alcohol from grain and water. We kind of do need that, I guess, if we're going to make... If we're building a pub, it may be that we need a distillery as well. Well, I'm just going to pause it for a second because things do seem to be happening on the left. Let's have a look. There's a second bandit camp really close by, so they'll be sending in horses every so often. But I should be able to cope with it. They're not coming from a peculiar direction particularly. And they'll just go to the usual places and try to rob us. So, yeah, not a problem. Anyway, what was I doing? Oh yes, I need to work out the saloon situation. Do I need to supply it with booze? It didn't state it specifically, so we'll see how that goes. Hopefully, we won't need it as a mandatory thing. So we do need. There's something else I wanted to make. Have we got a pig farm, haven't we? Pretty sure that we have. That looks like a pig farm. Oh, no, it's over there, isn't it? It's opposite the butcher's. That's right. We did that last time. I've got one well. I was building another well a long time ago, and that does actually seem to be working right down here. We actually have got 80 waters, so that's clearly an industry that's working quite nicely. Still homeless. That simple house has not got any settlers either, so clearly we do actually still need to build the old-fashioned shacks. Well, no time like the present to start building out here, I guess. Although, let me just double check. There's no, spare... Oh, there's a... Okay, you can have a rogue shack, right, where I can actually build nothing else, so that's okay. Everything else... Yeah, I can't quite fit this in, because it's too close to the edge. There might be some room there, actually. I mean, by the looks of it, this is not good land. Because I was a bit worried at winter that I was going to end up building on good farmland, but apparently it's not good farmland. So how many homesteads have we got? Just the one, so I'm not overly concerned with providing bucket loads of housing. Lumberjack. I'm going to prioritise that because we do need a bloody lot of wood. Is that a wolfie poos? I think it might be a wolfie poos. Oh no, it's a piggy poos. There's a stag, pigs. Oh no, there's the wolf. There is Brer Wolf. I'm wondering whether I should go and tonk him now before he becomes an issue. Oh, here we go. Now, bandit there, gunslinger there. Do your thing. Oh, it's raining. Oh, he's hiding behind my special stone. The memorial stone. And his deed. Meanwhile, the trader doesn't really do much at all. I think he'd actually delivered some metal... Oh no, that's actually existing metal parts. I think... Oh, I'm not to 1,000 quid. Oh, because I just bought loads of buildings. I think it might be time to actually flog some stuff. Stone is 18... Oh, that's 18 quid to sell the stone. Hang on, let's just... I'm still going to double check this because that's... Hang on, I'm going to buy the metal parts for 28 quid, which always seems to be 28 quid. I'm going to sell... Oh, 12. Stone costs 12, but that's actually good. I think that's better than it's been before. Water's 4, which I think is actually good. So I'm going to sell 20 stone. I don't want to sell it all because otherwise, we won't have any stone, and we do need it. So I'm going to sell a load of water as well, like 40 waters. Let's see what the clothing situation is like at the moment. We've got 6 clothing. That's not very much. No, I don't really have a surplus there. I thought when I start making clothing I'd be able to sell that and make a fortune, but our residents do seem to need a lot of clothing. The buggers. Well, I think you only probably need one well. And also, ideally, I'd put it right in the middle, but unfortunately, I chose to start in this area, which is a very peculiar area. And when I started my other game, which is a practice game, which was later on, after this game started, I did have a completely different map, and I was actually able to choose stuff based on my experience. And it was interesting to see how I actually chose an area in the end. It wasn't, to be honest, this area was reasonably good anyway, because it had trees, mountains, and it had pretty much everything. I think I just went on gut feeling previously. I thought it looked like it had a bit of everything, so I chose it. The one weird thing I didn't really like, I probably shouldn't have done, is have a river right in the middle of the territory, because that really is chomping up quite a lot of buildable land. But it also looks pretty. I still love the fact that we are in this little sort of triangle between railroad and river. My other save is not nearly as glamorous. It's just like an ugly old place, to be honest. This is my favourite, with Malaria Alley and Cactus Avenue. There's literally a cactus. So there's some no plural needed there. It's the most annoying place for the cactus to be, isn't it, as well? Right in the middle for people to trip over. We're getting thieves all over the shop now. Oh, look, thankfully, though, Woody, good old Woody, is currently in the process of shooting him. Did you just shoot a random blow? Oh, no, what's going on here? Oh, it was actually... Oh, that was the bandit. For some reason, I thought it was... Oh, goddammit. Anyway, get that cash back. Did he steal cash as well, or was that just luxury extra cash? Because I saw him taking the metal parts. They don't seem to steal vastly huge amounts of stuff, although if I'm stealing 100 quid when I've only got 1,300 quid. Oh, it's 1,337 quid. That would be a big deal. Still only making 44 quid. Things haven't really changed recently. But we are finally building the bloody lumberjack. Yeah, the wood situation has been a massive bottleneck recently. What time is it? It's 7:48 PM. The lights should be coming on quite soon, and we'll actually be able to see. Well, I can start right there. We'll actually be able to see. I do like this time when you can actually zoom in, and everything feels like a proper Wild West town. Things feel atmospheric and lovely. The woodcutter's homeless. This is actually the woodcutter. Yeah. Got 43 pioneers, 1 homeless. We still haven't got any settlers, and I think they'll only start to be turning up when... yeah, lightning. Settlers. Once we've got alcohol and... Oh, bread as well. We are in the process of making bread, aren't we? Or making stuff that makes bread. Again, though, we are absolutely stymied by lack of wood. Lightning. I don't think the weather has any effect. So if only this bloody lumberjack would spring into life. We need 7 more woods, which does seem to be being delivered as we speak. We've got 1 lad, we've got 2 more lads. Wheaton Lippincotts. There's a name to conjure with. And some of the lads as well probably are dealing with it. Let's see if Randy is actually out at the moment. Wellington... Oh, that's a hunter. So where's Randy gone? Randy? That looks like Randy. There's our man. Yes. Greg Chambers. Randy Chambers. Also, there's literally just some horse there. Why is it just like a horse? There's actually just a horse ligging about there. Look at that. We actually have got enough stable space. I'm sure we have. It turns out you can actually fit 20 horses in a stable. I thought it was 10 because of the whole visual aspect of it. You've got 5 lads there, 5 more there. But yeah, you can apparently fit 20 in. So this stable is now is not full. That's our second stable, though. That's our first stable, and it's got 20 people in. So we actually only have enough room for... Yeah. Anyway, we've got a new gunslinger. 25 quid. I'm feeling flush. Yes, now down to 19 quid. We're still profiting. We're still making money. He'll need a house. So this could well do with... In fact, I'm going to bump this up a bit. But as I say, also this bloody woodcutter. Oh, it's actually already working. Producing firewood out of logs. Hopefully, I really wish I'd set that up a lot earlier. Hopefully, we will actually be able to make sure that people don't freeze next winter. But that's not a major concern because it's now spring and nobody seems to be dying of cold anymore. We seem to have weathered that snowstorm quite nicely. But I'm starting to wonder if we will need more of like individual things like farms. Whatever. I think from my experience with grain farms, they do seem to provide a decent whack. In fact, look, there's some in the some in there, and also some in there as well. Could do with consolidating that. I don't think the game's that smart, though. The warehouses are not reasonably full, but not full, so that's not a problem. So we actually have a double gunslinger situation. We've got Woody Armstrong, the existing lad, who I'm going to put kind of there. And I'm sure this is what we had before. Hang on, I'm trying to get the other guy, aren't I? Gibson Raymond, you're going to look after more this area, which is the warehouse area. Because that's really the two the town hall and the warehouses are the two things that bandits and thieves seem to target. So as long as I stay right in this middle and central area, then we should all be good. Meanwhile, we are still busy absolutely churning through all the water. We are selling it. And let's sell some more. The price is 0 at the moment. Oh dear. Okay, forget that. The economy has gone through the floor, through a hole in the leaky bucket. We're still getting 12 quid for stone. That's more, isn't it? I think we should sell more. And, oh, here we go. There's a thief. Let's see if our new system's working. Well, he's already been shot and he's killed. Yes, our system is working. Yeah, I'm feeling quite confident now. I think we are protecting ourselves nicely. Okay, it looks like the next wave of things are going to be taking a bit more time. So in the next episode, we'll pick this up again, and hopefully we'll get these buildings ready to go, and we'll attract our first settler, which should be fun, and we can all go down the pub to celebrate. Hooray! I feel good that we're now making some money, but summer's on the way, and things should get interesting. At some point we are going to get to the end of what we're able to build, but I wouldn't mind seeing what you can do about building like a second settlement on the map, using trading posts and stuff like that, but you need to have a bit of a think about how I'm exactly going to go about that. But anyway, yeah, so do catch us with the next episode, which will be coming out very soon. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now.